Instead, panic attacks, displaced aggression, self-destruction, procrastination, sudden waves of shame without clear cause. The person suffers, but does not know why, because their conscience is turned off, not because it doesn't exist, but because no conscious confrontation occurred. And now, about God, people who believe in God often live with the deep conviction that God sees everything, even my thoughts. Nothing can be hidden from him. I am accountable to him. In psychoanalytic terms, God here appears as an external figure of the superego. The psyche projects its internal moral judge outward. So instead of thinking, I forbid this to myself, the person thinks, God forbids this to me. And this works, very powerfully. Faith creates a moral vertical. It provides structure, meaning, and boundaries. But there is another side. If all moral conflict is external, the ego does not develop the ability to experience guilt independently, nor to form its own judgments. Then, morality becomes automatic. A person follows rules without experiencing conscience. Conscience disappears as an ethical experience and turns into fear of punishment. This is no longer an internal compass, it is an external guard. That's why true conscience is not God watching. It is the moment when you yourself see what you want and do not run away. It is not shame imposed by culture, not guilt you're supposed to feel, and not morality because it's written. It is a personal encounter with shadow, with what is in you but does not match your ideals. It is your inner conflict, where there is a chance to become deeper, not just obedient. In summary, the unconscious does not contain conscience. It contains only desire. Conscience arises in the ego when it recognizes desire and confronts a moral prohibition. The superego can be kind or cruel and often acts without conscious awareness. The God we imagine as judge is often a reflection of our superego. Faith can support morality or replace it. True conscience is not external control, but an inner experience of responsibility. And perhaps the thing we call the voice of God is not a voice from the sky. It is yourself in the hardest moment when you weigh desire against morality and choose not to flee. That is conscience, the only real one.